We're diving for the break. It's a race to four. Best of 5 sets. And sending it to the Predator press box.
Great introduction there from our ring announcer, Derek Cox. We have a good match on our hands here. The Philippines versus Chinese Taipei. Loser goes home. Loser's qualification match. This is Eric Orlovson here with Ben Francis. Man, we're looking forward to this one, Ben.
This couldn't be more exciting. I've been looking forward to this match since I saw the draw last night. I can't believe one of these teams is going home out of the money.
Hey, you have to put them both in the top 5 seeds in the tournament.
Absolutely.
Philippines losing to Poland early on. Poland played a great match. Taipei lost to Spain.
Late last night, I stayed around and I watched that match. And what a match it was. Spain played unreal. I think it looked like they were going to have a 4th set, which would have been FSR versus Wu Kunlin. And Al-Kaidi made one of his patented long banks to save the day and steal the 3rd set. Closed it out. Straight sets win against this team is pretty good.
Playing a best of 5 sets, races to 4. If it's tied at 2 sets each, after 4 sets, they'll go to a shootout. Format is each team will play 1 rack per player. Race to 4 overall. So Carlo up first for the Philippines.
Yeah, Carlo and Wu Kunlin. Carlo with the new purple BK rush. You see there, beautiful little cue. And you can see he didn't hammer the break, took a little speed off. He's made a couple of balls, got a shot on the 1.
Yeah, controlled cut break there.
That's the one I've seen working more than anything in this tournament. That big power down the middle break doesn't seem to work at all.
Yeah, I think it pushes balls towards the side like it did there, the 8. You got a good chance to make the 1. It's definitely an effective break. Carlo's going to look to thread the cue ball between the 3-4 here. Probably too small of a space. Maybe go around the 10-3 rails.
Yeah, could he draw it around to the other side of the 2? Maybe lots of balls in the way here, though. Some traffic. Looks like lots of left spin and draw. He's going to overrun it, I think. He's going to end up on the back rail.
Speed's a little high.
Slowed down a bit there. He looks okay.
It's warmed up in Vegas over the course of the week. Feel the arena being a little bit warmer. Slow the tables down a bit.
Yeah, and the cloth wearing in a bit. We'll see the pockets tighten up even more so than they already are. 4 1/8 inch at the corners, 4 1/2 at the sides. These are tight pockets. You can see the shot clock running down there. 30 seconds per shot with 1 30-second extension per rack. 60 seconds after the break to make a decision.
Carlo playing into the very thick part of the pocket there to slow the cue ball down. Nicely done.
Yeah, he really hit that one as good as he could. And now a little draw off the side rail for the 4 on the left side next, I think.
Possible to open up with a break and run here and expect more offense than usual from these two teams, both world-class teams. Philippines started the tournament out with Ruben Amit as the female player. They've brought in Cheska Centeno now.
Yeah, we watched that match on this table, and they got handled by Poland, who has a super team as well. So many good teams in this event. Winner of the event taking home $120,000. Big prize money up for grabs this week here in Vegas. He'd love to land close to straight on this 7, which he has. It's looking good out there, Carlo, to start this match, and they need him to play good if they're going to win this one. I think he'll play a big part.
Yeah, so the rotation, Carlo will play the 1st, 4th, and 7th games if needed. Teams throwing out their strongest player 1st, second strongest player 2nd, and 3rd strongest player 3rd. So likely be Jeffrey up next for the Philippines.
Yeah, and Chia Chen would be the player for Taipei. Although it wouldn't surprise me too much to see the ladies play this next game. both super players as well. You see Wei Su Chen sitting in the chair there. She was the winner of the women's Las Vegas Open.
And Jessica Centeno second.
Yeah, it's a rematch of the final. Wei took home that final, won herself $27,000. What a way to start the week. And it was on her birthday, I think, or the day after her birthday.
Yep.
Pretty good birthday present.
And she got second in the mixed doubles turbo with Naoki Oi.
Yeah, and only really running into a wall there. And Pia and Joshua played unbelievable in that doubles.
Germany doing well in the World Team Championships as well, on to the quarterfinals already. Josh winning the Las Vegas Men's Open, so seeing some consistent winners over the course of the week so far.
Well, Josh has a chance to win about $95,000 this week if they can win this World Team Championship too. You see Jeffrey going more square on that hit. Definitely that little cut break at half speed is working better, and I'm surprised he didn't try what Carlo tried from the other side.
Yes, and just try to replicate it. Shea is the lesser known of the 6 players. He's a world doubles team champion with Wu Kun Lin.
Yeah. And that's a tough tournament to win. All the best countries putting up their 2 best players.
Yeah, pressure was big, and he held up well. Biggest tournament he's ever won. 70,000 first prize in that one, and the hopes of your country. Definitely a solid player.
Might have looked like he was trying to shoot that in the side pocket, but he wasn't. He was trying to play safe with the cue ball under the 9. He just mishit it a little. Kind of lost the 1 ball and the cue ball there.
Yeah, in pretty natural position here for Rhoda. Gonna be some work to get on the 3 properly.
Yeah, it might even be a combination on the 3. Well, unless he moves the 7 out of the way.
That works. Between the 5-9 twice now up the left side.
Yeah, I'm not sure he could just trickle this one in and take a longer shot. I think he has to move it a bit more. We'll see how straight he is.
Inside the 9, coming back towards the 3.
Yeah. Oh, he hit it sweet, Erickson.
Perfect.
What a great shot.
Could have gone a little long there and got behind the 10, but hit it absolutely perfect. Good start for the Philippines here.
Yeah, I saw them warming up over there outside the arena. They were looking good, like real comfortable, making all the shots, moving cue ball nice. But it is a long match, so we'll get to see. Wow, what is that?
Unexpected. Nothing to do for position.
Yeah.
He made a couple mistakes against Poland. Hasn't played in a team format before. Definitely an accomplished singles player. Made it all the way down to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open. Lots of good results in the WNT. First time we've seen him at the Pro Billiards Series.
And if I remember correctly from that quarterfinal, he could have made it to the semifinal. I think he made a big mistake in the last game. So definitely well-accomplished player on his own, but this team format is a whole different animal. The pressure is way different. Safety here. Does he leave the edge?
Might have.
I don't know if it does any good, though. Kind of pushing the 3 to the side rail and the cue ball going to the same side rail. He's going to kick this one. Right on the nose. He might get away with it.
Windows there.
Yeah, he has left the gap. Seems to be there's always a window. If there's a possibility of a window, it's always there. Well, it's not super easy to get on the 4 from here, I suppose.
A bit of a power draw up the right long rail.
Oh, he misses the 8 just. Was landed a bit on the wrong side of the 4. He's got to deal with some traffic, maybe a little window between the 6-7.
Yeah, I think the following angle is okay between the 6-7. See if he plays the 5 back in the top right or the right middle.
Pretty good for the middle. Maybe perfect. If you had ball in hand, you might put it there.
Yeah, good shot there. Coming across the angle. Speed had to be perfect.
Yeah, perfect speed. And draw to the short side of the 6, looks like. Kind of takes the 10 out of play that way. If you rolled forward, maybe come up a little short. 10 was in play this way. He's got nothing in the way.
Overall set format will be this team match, a men's doubles match, a men's singles match.
Mixed doubles before the men's singles, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, mixed doubles on the third match, and then a men's singles match on the fourth one.
I have a feeling in this match we're going to at least see that men's singles. I think this one's going to be close. We might see a shootout. See how the breaks go and how the rolls go, but they match up pretty well, I think. Obviously, both female players matching up really good. They just played in the final a few days ago.
Yeah, not much in between both male players in a race to 4.
Well, and that ladies' final was super close. Hill, both sets, right?
Yeah.
4-3, 4-3 for Wei, but it could have went the other way.
Shea staying in a nice line here. Back to the side now.
Yeah, he can let his stroke go a little bit more, drawing across this ball than trying to hold above it. Pretty smooth.
Yeah, he's got the speed down good.
Mm-hmm. I think we'll see a lot of these players really starting to settle in on these tables, and the level of play is only going to increase as the tournament goes on. It's the 10, and we're all tied up at 1. We got another match going on as well on Arena 1. It's Team USA A taking on Team USA B. One of those teams going to exit the event early as well. Big crowd over there watching that one. Not a seat to be had. Standing room only. There's a whole bunch of people standing too. Looks like the final of the men's open. I couldn't get anywhere near the arena.
Yeah, crowds have been big this week, and the team's in for the CSI National Championships now, so packed house here.
We'll have I believe, a juniors match coming up at 3:30. That's in the final 8 of the juniors. They're down to the quarterfinals. We got a couple of great matchups in that redraw. Most of the usual suspects: Hayden Ernst, Albert Januarta. And there's a player from my hometown, Dustin Pipestem. He's made the final 8.
Way to break from the side rail.
That cue looks nice with her shirt. Blends in well.
Coordinated.
Yeah. Not going to make a ball here. And giving up a shot on the 1. The ball spread out pretty evenly. Good chance for Cheska here.
Expect a quick rack here if she gets going.
Yeah, maybe one of the fastest players on tour, but maybe one of the fastest players of all time. They don't call her the Flash for nothing.
Looks like she has to draw back for the side here.
I'm surprised she would go for the extension rather than just reaching out over the right side.
No
Like
kidding.
leaning over.
Yeah.
I suppose she can't because she's left-handed.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, right.
Always tougher to control the shot with that extension on the back. She's done well, though. Looks like she's right in line here on the 3.
She was a little hot and cold in the Women's Las Vegas Open. Still found a way to make it to the finals.
She's such a dangerous player. She just finds a way to win a lot.
Got second in her last WPBA outing the week before. It's Che Cho. And that's an interesting choice for Taipei, too, having Cho available. Decided to go with Wei Wei. I mean, tough to argue against. She won the Women's Las Vegas Open, so obviously playing well at the moment.
Yeah. I think most of us know her as Rita, right?
Yep.
She's a super player. When I went to Austria was when she won the World 10 ball. It's a pleasure to watch her play.
It's a privilege for both these teams to have a backup if one of the players isn't quite up to par. I'm not exactly sure why Rublin was replaced, if it was just to mix things up or she was actually struggling a little bit. She played fine in the match that we did.
Yeah, I thought she played okay against Poland. Didn't really make too many mistakes, if any. A little bit more angle here than she'd love. Straight in would have been great. Does she power draw off the side rail or wrap it off too? The wrap it.
Good rack from Centeno.
Yeah, this has been really nice work. Put them in front again by one game.
2 games decided by full table runouts now.
Yeah, high quality play to start this match. It's going to go back to Carlo and Wu Kun Lin. Carlo to break again. This winner breaks. Get the eye drops for Jeffrey there. I think that's a good one to carry in your pool case. The eye drops.
Yeah, they're letting him keep it in case he needs it for later.
Maybe that's why he missed that 3 by a foot. He had something in his eye.
Well, the mental placebo is out, you know.
That's right.
Haven't seen Kun Lin shoot yet. One of the very smoothest and top players in the world.
Yeah, he really is one of the elite players in the field. Very accomplished, fierce competitor.
He's back up here in rack number 4. Without the break again. Carlo on a break and run in his first game of the table.
A little half speed on the cut break, but he's not making one this time.
Yeah, cut him a little thinner.
Yeah, thinner, exactly, yeah.
No shot for Kun Lin.
This is kind of what they're looking for when they play that cut break too, is if the balls don't go in, they at least don't spread super wide open. Some of them go to a rail, often on one side of the table, whatever side they break from.
Especially in a 1-game scenario.
Yeah.
You want to give yourself a shot at the table.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is break wide open, put the 1 over the hole. Good touch there. And the 8's a big ball, I think. The 9's a big ball here, too. How do you hit this one, Eric?
I mean, there's a little bunch of left spin between the 5-8. I agree that the 9's a pretty big ball, but if he feels like he can judge at 2 rails, he will.
That's what he's doing, yeah. Just missed the 9 here, I think.
Sure.
He's so good at kicking the ball. Maybe one of the best of all time. Obviously, they all learned a little about that from Efren, but I think Carlo is, if you asked all the players on tour, I think they all give you the same answer. Carlo's the best at kicking.
Yeah, rotation background. So many outside-the-box kicks that come up in that game. Just kind of trains you to feel the angles properly.
Yeah, when they play 61, yeah, it's such a hard game. You're always hooked, right? So many balls to hide behind. That little bit of 3 cushion too, you know, they play a little bit there. I know Efren played a little bit. Definitely going to help. Yeah, I thought he would go at that one a little heavier. Just use the 9 to stop the cue ball. Send the 1 way back down table.
Yeah, not sure why.
I think he went for something a little more finesse, trying to hide the 1 behind the 8 or something too, you know?
Yeah, maybe if he went, well, he went into the 9 anyways. I think he was just overall worried about how the 1 was playing with the 8. Even going the other way with the cue ball behind the 4, the 1 was kind of playing into the 9-5.
Into the 9, yeah. He's going to try to cut this ball in.
Off the 8, yeah.
Is it? Yeah, off the 8 with a 2-way. Just going to try to use the 6 for cover, I think.
Oh, it did go right
Just
at it.
went all in on that shot. That's surprising. Pretty tough shot. No guarantee of position either, right?
Oh, Carlo taking a chance mid-set here.
I'm a bit surprised by that choice. Especially, like you said, just one game, right? You got to play careful, I think.
Possibly cue ball behind the 6 here for Kun Lin.
Yeah, he really wants to try to freeze him up or something because Carlo kicks so good.
Yeah, right long rail's available.
I might have the edge of this one too. Might be able to see a piece of this 1 ball. No, definitely not. He'll try to come across it. Hope the cue ball goes into the 9 and the 1 banks between the 8-6. See that nice predator rest. Oh, he hit the other side of the 1, and the 5's not going to come to the rescue here. So good chance for Wu. First real good chance. The crowd loving that all USA match over there. Kind of just about the 2 to the 3 here because the 4 connects to the 5. Everything's in order after that. This might be the key shot. Come far enough, maybe just.
Yeah, straight enough to, or far enough to at least roll through.
Oh, he really powered it up there. A little straightish on this 4 means cue ball is going to be near the rail when he shoots the 5.
Yeah, he needs to move it towards the 6. Could go below it and get a following angle off the left long rail. He might try that.
Yeah, I think that's what he's looking at here. Stun follow looks pretty good there, I think.
Slightly straight, if anything. Doesn't want to have to be spinning it.
Yeah, you don't want to have to be using any left spin, right spin when your cue ball's on the rail.
I think it's just there. Slight amount of left.
Yeah, very limited, maybe half a tip. Oh, he's not happy. He got a little skid maybe. He's asking for the cue ball to be cleaned.
The clock runs while the cue ball is being cleaned, so something players want to avoid. It's actually the first time I've ever seen it in the Pro Billiards series. This cue ball doesn't pick up chalk very often.
You know, when he used the rest a few shots ago, I thought I saw a little spot on that cue ball. And they're, you know, I'm not sure what kind of chalk they're using, but it doesn't look like Taum or any of the standard clean stuff that we're used to seeing nowadays.
Yeah, it's a factor for sure.
Personally, it drives me nuts nowadays when I play somebody using Masters chalk. I'm like, you haven't figured it out yet?
I know, the cue balls are so clean now.
I just never have to even worry about a skid these days. It used to be a big thing. the draw stroke there. He's perfect on the 8. Good battle so far here, looking to keep it close.
Straight here.
Yeah, a little flatter than he'd love. I think he'll be okay. He can go forward or backwards here. Yeah, I was wondering if he'd stay on this side of the 10 or come across it. I like what he did. He didn't need to be straight in on the 10, so a little distance, little angle's fine.
Yeah, it just shows you the power of following the ball. Knew he was going to be a little further from the 10, but such an advantage to be following the ball rather than stunning it or drawing it. Good rack. Coming in cold.
Some kids over there loving the action.
See?
Yeah, that's so great. Some future Junior Open superstars there. They keep watching these good players play. They're going to learn lots.
They connect through the first 4 games as we expected.
Yeah. Pretty much always going to be a close one this match, I think. Can't see either team running away with it.
Jeffrey made a mistake in rack number 2. See if he can recover from that.
Yeah, see if those eye drops helped. If he gets a shot here, let's see what the break looks like. Definitely hasn't been a big advantage in this tournament.
Slow speed again, and he's lost the cue ball. It's in.
Yeah, he way mishit that one. Great chance for Jeffrey to recover from the mistake in the first rack. I love how Way's always smiling. She's such a nice person. Some teammates would be a little upset there. She's not upset at all.
Rack's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's really just about this shot, I would think. Gets in line on this too. Everything else is pretty nice.
You're drawing it a bit. He can draw around the 10.
He's way short of the mark there, though. That seems like a bit of a mistake from ball in hand, you would think. He can draw around the 10. A little low, a little right. Don't need much of either. Speed's got to be good here. Oh, it's really good. What a great shot.
Yeah, I can draw to the left now. A little more distance than ideal on the 4, but it's fine. Getting through the tough part of the rack here.
Little left spin carries him a bit closer to the 4. Needs to land good on this 5, though. 5 to the 6 be the key shot.
Needs to be straight.
Yeah, if he landed a little above it, it's going to be tricky to get on the 6. I think he did land a little above it.
Yeah, I think if you stun it to the right of the 10, the cue ball's going to come into the 6.
Yeah.
Got to really put a lot of left spin, though, to swing 2 rails inside the 9.
Might have to lay up underneath it. Shoot it in the long pocket. That's what he's going to do. Problem here is the 6 to the 7. Now he's going to have the cue ball on the rail when he shoots a 7.
Yeah, a little straight here.
Yeah, I don't think he can risk powering forward, cheating the pocket to try to get the cue ball off the rail. He just takes some angle on the 7, go back and forth for the 9. to be trying to cheat these pockets. 4 1/8 at the corner. They're tight.
And especially, he did cheat it a little bit to the outside
Yeah,
there.
just a little, yeah.
Yeah, got off the rail a little more. And especially at speed, that's when you're going to see the pockets tighten up. You know, at those kind of medium to below average speeds. You can play the rails on the way in for the balls that are along the rail, but anything at speed, you got to be perfect on the targeting.
Yeah, and even that shot was a good example. If he played that a little harder, it'll rattle off that outside horn too.
Yeah.
Spit out. He's done well there on the 7 too to get exactly where he needed to be on the 9. Looking to put his team on the hill here. It's a big rack.
Got some applause coming from table number 1.
So Team USA A up 3-0 in the first set over there.
Wow.
Savannah coming off a loss in the juniors, looks to have recovered. She won her game over there.
Yeah, it is 3-0.
It's not easy coming off a loss like that. Get right in the arena and try to recover quick.
Indonesia also playing Vietnam in this round. 1 game each in the first set. Poland playing Hong Kong. Poland, a very strong team.
They already won the first set. Wow.
Yeah, up 1-0. And these matches, I guess some of those outside matches started a little earlier because we had to wait for Savannah to finish her match. They'll be a little ahead. But yeah, Poland 1 set ahead over there.
Team Indonesia winning in a shootout last night. Pretty exciting match that was.
Yeah, it's an underrated team. Silviana Liu, very strong female player. Albert Janwarta on that team as well.
Yeah, Janwarta, and he made the last spot shot to win the match. I think it was him. Let's see Cheska's break to try to close out this first set. She crosses over the 1. All the balls are kissing each other. Nothing going in, but no shot on the 1.
5-9 play big as blockers here.
Yeah, Wei can see both sides of the 1, so she can play a good safety here.
One thing about going behind the 5-9, you have to draw it, and typically you wouldn't want to draw a safe, but I don't think there's anything where you can really follow it here. There's options, but I think still the best is drawing behind the 5-9.
If she could get the 1 to bank 2 rails to the other end rail, that would be handy. That way, if she doesn't get cover, she contains the 1. Does it miss the 3? Not sure. Maybe goes too close to that corner pocket. Yeah, like this. Bank it twice. That way, if it goes wrong, it's still contained.
Cheska has the left side here. She's known to be hyper aggressive. Look like she's backing off on this one.
Yeah, safe behind the 2. Getting the 1 safe as well, but she's buried the 2. It's going to cause a problem for later.
Yeah, tactical play now. I'd actually say Cheska's around average in the tactical side just because she doesn't take enough time. She just goes up and sees a shot and shoots it. And I think that hurts her on the, when she's on an open table play.
Oh, that's where, yeah, Wei is going to have the edge there for sure in the tactical side, I think. She full cue that one. Looked like the full break cue there.
Might have been.
Oh,
No, it was short.
That was the jump cue.
Cheska going to go offense here. Look to find a safe off the 2.
Yeah, trying to pot the 1, safe the 2, but she missed the 1. I think she always kind of knew. It's okay if she didn't make it, though. Weiwei's going to look to do the same thing.
Yeah, the cue ball around the side pocket can play okay here. She has the angle to break it out, but it's just too much speed.
Yeah, it makes the pocket super small at that speed. Yeah, not worth the risk, right?
Got nice and close to it. So she can feel the safe good here. Actually, not lying great.
No, it's not. She'd rather be a little thicker on this ball, I think. She's going to have to hit it super thin.
Maybe cue ball behind the 10.
Yeah, try to leave the 4, blocking the 2 a little bit. Tough shot that was. She uses the set. Trickled out, I think. And now Cheska can really bury her behind the 4.
Following angle's actually going into the 4.
Yeah, it might not be so easy on this view. First glance, I thought she could just clip off it no problem. But yeah, this isn't so easy.
Smart shot.
Very smart to use the 4 to send the cue ball all the way up table. Very nice shot. Carlo bouncing there, getting ready for that last game if he's got to play it. Does come down to a hill game. It's going to be Wuku and Lin to break.
See where this ends up. Looks like it's going to be kind of safe along the short rail.
Yeah, it did get a little safe.
Cheska's going to go here, though. Oh, no, it's a little too much.
Yeah, she wasn't shooting over the 10 a little bit. I agree, Eric. I think she would try to cut this ball in, but because she's queuing near the 10, it's going to be a safety again.
Actually, like behind the 7 there. This is okay. Left the 3 a long distance away. Team USA A taking down the first set over on table number 1. 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0. That's a statement, really.
Yeah, and USA B lost 3-0 in their winner's side match, so a bit of regrouping to do for them. No rail here.
Yeah, nothing getting to a rail. That's a bit of a mistake there from Wei. She's trying to hit that ball a little thinner. She caught it right on the nose.
Chance for the Philippines to take down set 1 now. I believe the 5 is makeable.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely is. And the 7 near the 8. So if she gets from the 6 to the 7, it'll be over. She got it just on the right side of this 3, I think. She could play the 4 on the other side next. Yeah, from here the 5 looks a little tighter, but I think it's got lots of room. The referee will take a close look here, I think. Keep his eye on this one. Oh, never a doubt. Didn't even touch the 9.
Yeah, comfortable queuing around the 9 here too.
Yeah, and this is perfect angle, natural position to the 7 with just middle ball, a little bit of top.
Looking good.
Yeah, that's a good shot she played there. Getting nice and close to the 7, not too much angle. Whoa.
Strong set from both teams. We'll go over the stats before set number 2, but really 2 missed balls total. One kind of inconsequential one from Centeno. Rhoda missing the only easy ball. A lot of full table runs.
Yeah.
Philippines in fine form here.
Yeah, a couple good safeties, but yeah, mostly just running balls, these two teams. Nice start to the day for both of them, really. Although, looks like Chinese Taipei gonna trail by a set. Good stroke there. That's 10 ball to take us into set 2.
Philippines have won the World Team Championships before in 2024 for a second title here. They're off to a good start. One set ahead of Chinese Taipei. Players will likely go for a break. Just make sure here.
Yeah, nobody moving too quick. Let's see. Looks like, yeah, Chinese Taipei going to leave the arena. So I think Eric and I will take a small break as well. We'll be right back, everyone.
Both teams. See how this one goes. Doubles match now. This is Eric Orlovson here with Ben Francis.
This will be a strong match. All 4 of these players, super elite level players. Wu Kun Lin to break the first rack. See how he hits it. Lots of cut.
Yeah, thin one.
Yeah, maybe too much cut.
Hit it with more power, which I like. Just cut a little thin.
Hasn't left anything on this one ball, though. I'm not even sure he can see any of it, so he might need to play push out. If he could see some of it, he might play safe. And I don't think so. Looks like the 6 has it mostly covered. Maybe just a little bit of it.
I'm going to settle on the push here.
That tells me you can't see any of it, or it's really thin.
Carlo going to get Jeffrey to push because there'll be Carlo on the execution if they do give it back.
Yeah, I like that choice for sure. Some strategy involved in this team play, which I love. Big fan of that. Drag it over there. Really got to freeze it on the rail here. You don't want to let them have too much of the cue ball to work with.
See if the cue ball slides between the 7-4 here. Oh no, sorry. 10's blocking it. Sorry.
Yeah, they played for the kick safety. Good shot. Very smart because I think Taipei knows they can't hand this back to Carlo and let him play the kick safety. He's too good at it. Try to stop the cue ball right where the 1 is.
Try. No way he could have envisioned calling the 6.
I think Carlo has to shoot this ball. I don't think he can give it back. I think he can just see the edge of it, but he does have the choice to give it back if he doesn't like it. Okay. Giving it back.
Yeah, must not be able to see enough of it to cut it in.
Well, he's not going to be happy with himself if Wu cuts this in. I think maybe he could cut it in, but not get position.
Can always run into the 8, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm surprised Carlo gave that back. Yeah, it must be overcutting, right?
Yeah, and if it is, the safes are very tough. Did call it, though, Ben? Did you see that?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, called it a kick.
Oh, okay. So it is really thin then. Plays it at some speed, hoping for some luck. He didn't get it. I don't know if I like playing it at that speed, trying to just get lucky. I think if he kicks it a little slower, he makes that shot a lot of times.
Yeah, I agree. Middle of the table was so open, there wasn't a lot of chance to get safe there.
Yeah. Yeah, even flying at it the speed he did, yeah, there's not a lot of good things can happen. Look out, 3 ball.
Shot from Carlo.
That's pretty good. I think they can finesse something onto the 3. No, he says just stay below it. Oh, the 3 goes by the 5. Gotta hold this one lots, though. They need to be close to straight on the 3 to get to the 4.
Yeah, 4 is only available on the bottom right, so wants to be as straight as possible here. It has some angle. It can stay on the left side here. Might need some left spin, which is going to complicate things.
Yeah, just a touch of left spin maybe makes potting the 3 a little bit tougher, but I think Carlo can handle it. He's going to use his extension, which I think is warranted on this shot. This is the key shot to the rack. Everything else easy if they land on this 4.
Close up there of Carlo. His head's always shaking. That's nothing to do with nerves. That's just how much he's bearing down.
I was going to say, is that Carlo shaking or the camera shaking?
Oh, it's him. I've seen it before on these close-ups.
Yeah, I haven't really noticed that.
I think there's not determination involved in pool more than just knowledge. Saw it right there.
See that spot on the cue ball, Eric?
Do, yeah, that's chalk related.
Yeah, somebody's using some not great chalk out there, I think. Look out. Oh, he got a good kiss there. He could have scratched a lot of times kissing that ball. Jump safety here, I think, hoping the cue ball stays under the 9. So call the bank just in case. They're going to go the other way. Yeah, I kind of like this better because the 4 can tie up with the 7 or the 8. Maybe the cue ball gets under the 5.
Good shot. That's how he hit it, but the cue ball's in.
Did they call the combo?
I didn't notice that part, but
Unbelievable if they did. That might have been the shot of the tournament if the cue ball stayed up.
yeah, he played it exactly how he wanted. It's unlucky to draw right off that ball into the opposite corner there.
Definitely bad luck because it's hard to even try to do that.
Well, break for the Philippines in rack number 1. They'll be real big favorites to get out here.
Yeah, there's nothing to do here with the cue ball. Carlo getting him nice and close to the 7. 5 ball rather. Looks like Philippines going to put the first game on the board here in the second set. A little worrying for Chinese Taipei. You don't want to go down 2-0. Then at best you can only get to the shootout.
Yeah, and Philippines putting the pressure on them. You can see by the level of play. They had the 2 missed balls, but other than that, strong offensive play throughout the first set and getting out to a good lead here.
This is not bad. Rather be above this ball than below it. So it's okay that he drew it a little too far. Carlo never misses this one.
One nothing for the Philippines. First break of the set, so I think they'll have the choice of who they want to put up. I favor putting Beato up first to break.
Yeah, definitely. Gonna always like Carlo breaking first. Sometimes it can be, the other player breaks, that way Carlo's shooting first.
Yeah.
But no, I think
you got to stay at the table. So
that's the key. And Carlo's been breaking good. And Jeffrey, from what I've seen, has not been breaking good. Carlo seems to have figured it out a little bit.
Yeah, he hit a perfect one in the first break of the team match.
Yeah, the first break broke and ran out. He made 2 balls. He got shape on the 1.
Was drawing a second break.
Oh, he's moving the cue ball further out off the rail.
Yeah, he's half on the rail, half off here.
I actually tried this and it worked better too.
You can get a little more power this way. did hit it with more power, but cut it too thin.
Again, he cut it too much. Yeah, but you see the balls tie up, and that's kind of what he's looking for. Ball's on one side rail. You can see the 3 balls tied up, so.
They do have a chance to get a breakout angle here. Long distance pocketing for Kunlin.
Yeah.
Coming in a little cold.
Yeah, Wu needs to make a good shot here.
Now, the biggest difference here, if you're playing a singles match and you've had some time at the table and stroke a little bit, you're much more likely to make this ball. To just come in cold in these team matches when he's I guess he had that 1 rack on his own in the first set, but really he's been sitting for 45 minutes. You know?
Yeah, he hasn't had a lot of table time. That's a big factor out here. He's calling the bank because he didn't like going for that cut, but I'm not sure about that shot.
Well, I think it's because he's cold.
Yeah.
He actually recognized that, I'm not in stroke enough, that I'm high enough percentage on this ball. I'm surprised too he didn't go for it.
Yeah. Well, and I think who you're playing is a factor. Let's say you get the safety perfect. I mean, they jump and they kick so good, and the 3's still tied up anyway.
Right. Yeah, I really think he had to go there.
Yeah, so was there even a big payoff for getting a safe? I don't think so.
See how aggressive the Philippines wants to get here. They can't go into the 3. It's going to leave it. Same angle that Taipei could have got in their previous shot.
This is where I thought Wu would try to leave his teammates so they could break this ball. Oh, you see Carlo looking at going into the 7 here. He'd really love to go into the 7. If he goes into the 3, he might not get a shot. I figure if he goes into the 7, he's almost guaranteed to have something.
Shot right on the
Sweet
nose.
as that. Right on the money. Yeah, good shot. Carlo looking real good out there.
Yeah, he's played flawless so far.
But this new format for the teams, one player cannot dominate as much as in the past. It really takes a full team effort to win this. All 3 players needing to play good, click together. I think he's telling Jeffrey to go forward here between the 10-7. One rail, I think.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, between the 10-5.
Oh, I thought you were seeing the colors there.
Yeah, the 7 as the 5. I wasn't sure if he would just play it with more top, but he played it with a little right spin. And this is good. I think this is what Carlo was telling him, was even if you leave me a little thin on the 4, I can deal with it. Little angle on the 5. Probably not as much angle as they would love, but
it's going to be high speed if they want to bring the cue ball back to where it is now. Go on the short side, but there's not a lot of room over there. Just going to fall through one rail.
Yeah, you saw where Carlo pointed there. Let's see if Jeffrey can get him all the way back there. No, look outside pocket. Wow. Carlo says, spin it.
One rail, right?
Yeah.
And then if he was going anywhere over to the short side, you think he would have stunned it.
Yeah, it looked like he misstroked it a little bit or something funny happened there.
Weird shot there. I mean, unlucky to go right in the side. Let's not forget that from that angle, but still.
Wasn't going to be where he wanted to be if it hadn't scratched.
Well, break for Chinese Taipei here.
Yeah, maybe a big moment in this set.
Yeah, momentum was going the Philippines' way for sure.
Yeah, they'd won the last 2 racks of the previous set. They were about to win the first 2 of this set. Momentum's big in pool. You always want to try to hold on to it. Big in any sport, really. I think he stays on our right side of the 10 here. I don't think he comes across it. I think the draw grip's so easy. A little bit of right spin. Somewhere near the side pocket. Should be okay. It does come across it. Be more angle than it looks like on the camera there.
These two are world teams doubles champions, so tough team to beat.
Yeah, they know how to play together. Looks like they gel pretty good out there. 1-1 in set number 2 here. USA A just giving it to USA B. They're up 3-0 in the second set after winning the first set 4-0.
That's 7 games in a row now. Wow.
Do they look shell-shocked over there? Yes. USA B? Oh, yeah.
Sophia looks a little sad.
She looks a little lost, yeah. Can't blame her. I'd be looking the same, too.
For sure.
Just shell-shocked. What is going on out there, you think? Chinese Taipei, excuse me, to break rack number 3 here, set 2.
Shea scratched on his last break, so we can clean that up here.
Yeah, he crossed over it a little. I think
spun it a lot too.
Yeah, they're looking to cut the other side of it, if anything.
He's the power here.
He's looking to just square it up, but that hasn't been working. Does the 7 save the day here? Watch the body language. Not really.
I can definitely see it. Just a question of how thin it is to actually cut it in.
I think it's playable, and I think the cue ball's going to go into the 9, and the 9 should slow it down a little.
Yeah, that'll help.
Carlos says, you shoot it, Jeffrey. You shoot this one. I'll shoot the next one. I think he knows, Carlo knows the cue ball could run a little far away from this, too. And he might have to shoot a tough shot. Rather that than Jeffrey shooting it. Oh, it landed perfect.
Hit
good
it
shot.
well.
Yeah, very good. And they always had the corner pocket for this 2 ball, but I think they'll play in the side here.
Back on a good track for the Philippines here.
Yeah, chance to recover after the mistake. The last rack from Jeffrey, scratching in the side.
Carlos got the finger going there. He's in the zone.
It's the Carlo finger.
Saw Cheska doing it actually too.
Yeah, I watched Carlo last night.
Or Rublin, pardon me. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, he was one stroking balls in over there practicing, and he still did it. I thought it might be like a nervous twitch thing, but it's not. It's like part of his routine, part of his rhythm.
Uh-huh.
It's an every shot thing. Pretty handy with that bridge from what I've seen. Carlo's real good with that. Not all the players are. We don't really practice with it.
Yeah, a lot of the players are relying on extensions now. But I think you have a little, it's arguable, but I think you have a little bit more feel with the bridge in certain spots.
Yeah, when you put that extension on the back of the cue, it kind of throws off the balance a little, and I've made a ton of mistakes with that extension on the back. But yeah, lots of players learning to shoot opposite hand as well. I think there's some shots you can't even shoot with the bridge. You can't get it out of the way in time, so it's handy to be able to shoot with your other hand. No pun intended.
Philippines in good line here.
Yeah, good angle on the 8.
Could be Jeffrey to break in rack number 4.
Be curious again, yeah, do they stay on this side or do they come across? They stay on this side. No need to come across it here. especially if you can get it there. Wow, good shot. Perfect on the 10.
Yeah, spun the ball down nicely.
Yeah, use the left spin to carry it down there a little bit. Nice out. So we will have another match after this one, 3:30 local time, Vegas time here. We're going to have a juniors matchup in the final 8. Don't think we have any table assignments there yet to let you know who will be on what table. Let's just take a look. You can find all the info on probilliardseries.com. Big shout out to Predator for hosting this really amazing event, this best event I've ever been a part of. Quality of the conditions been absolutely amazing. These new tables playing really, really great. Look at these stats from set 2. Philippines at 917. Chinese Taipei only at 500.
Yeah, they made it. I can't try to put my finger on the mistakes they made. I think it's more about the ball pocketing.
And we do have table assignments for the juniors match coming up next. Albert Januarda and Robert Orta on table 1. Sophia Mast and Shane Petrick on table 2.
Power cut. Good action. 1 ball's down.
Yeah, 1 snuck in there. Long one on the 2. And look at these balls tie up over there. Bit of a problem.
Carl took 1 aggressive shot in this match so far. Back cutting the 1.
Yeah, I wonder if he tries to cut this by the 3. It looks pretty tight. I think he's going to play some kind of safety here.
I was thinking combo even. Just because the safes aren't easy.
He has the other corner by the 10. But the cue ball might be going into the 3 too much. It's a big gamble.
Didn't see any call here. There he goes.
The 2 or the 3? I'm not sure what he called.
Couldn't hear.
Yeah. We'll find out in a second. He was always playing safe there. He called it just in case.
Yeah, the 2 off the 3, if anything.
Didn't get the cue ball where he wanted, so he's going to leave a shot. Those 3 balls on the rail, a little bit of insurance if you're Philippines here. He's going to try to play it off the 3. I think he'd try to go straight in.
Yeah, I would think so too, but he was measuring the angle to go off the 3. I don't like it because it's too tough to control where the 3 is going to go.
Yeah, I think the cue ball goes into the 10 no matter how you play it.
Right.
Can't draw it. Jacked up over the 6. No way.
I mean, the way he had to look at it to look the 2 straight in was pretty close to the other angle too, but something just made me say he was trying to go 3.
Yeah, he definitely measured to go off the 3. Oh, no way.
Might have rolled off. I mean, unlikely to miss the whole ball like that.
Yeah, what other explanation would there be?
Perry Anderson wiping the table. Could have caught a piece of chalk on the way down.
Yeah, very possible. I mean, we did note the chalk before, right? So if it's heavy, then it's going to land on the table too. If it's heavy chalk, it's messy. It'll get all over the table. That's when you see that happen too. They're going to try to 3-foul them here. I mean,
Yeah, they don't like the 5-8-9 tied up.
Can't say I blame them. Very difficult to 3-foul these good players.
It's an underrated hook that a lot of amateurs don't realize. Balls are so close together, you would think, well, it's easy to hit. It's actually not. There's no rails to get at.
This was another crazy escape in that Spain match last night. David was on 2, and he kicked a ball like this off 2 rails with spin and hit it perfect. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah, to avoid the 3 foul, they were on 2, looking to lose the set with that shot, and he hit it somehow, and then long banked a ball and stole a couple of games like that. Look at this hit. Beautiful shot.
And he's called it.
What a shot that is.
Taipei turning it around here.
That's one of the best shots we've seen the whole tournament. 2 rails, clips the 2, makes the 3 with the cue ball, gets position on the 2. Carlo puts his cue away, but this rack isn't over yet. 4 to maybe get down here and do something with the 5. Could break it out. Could just land behind it, play safety.
Looks like Kunlin thinks the 7's on the way to the 1 rail.
Yeah, he's asked him to break it out.
Yeah, worst case here, he hit the 7. He'll be doing his best to get to the left of it.
Yeah, and the point of the side pocket's another thing that could be in the way here.
He's on it.
Wow, what a great shot.
And still on offense. Position's going to be tough.
Yeah, very tough. See the shake the head from Wu there. I don't know if there's any way to get to the 6 ball.
You can take the cue ball between the 9 and the corner pocket, but that's tough. And especially at the speed he's got to hit it at, it's going to tend to stun off into the 9.
Yeah, or shoot right towards that corner pocket. Chance he overcuts it trying to avoid that too.
He thinks it's there.
It's like 3 rails around.
Look at
Oh,
this.
he went the other way. What a shot.
He's there again. What an out from Chinese Taipei here.
This would be super. And at a great time too. They didn't want to be down 3-1 here. Down a set and down 3-1 is big trouble. They're coming with it. And not only did Wu make that ball and get position, but he's left a good angle too. It would have been easy to land straight in or something. Wow, what happened there? Is he okay?
Have to leave more cut angle here. I don't think Wu will go all the way across and back. He could. It's a fairly open pocket. Shouldn't be too scared of the speed. Preference here.
So smooth. Great shot. Carlo was right when he put his cue down. I thought maybe they get another shot that rack.
Took a couple good ones from Taipei, but looks like they're going to get through it here.
The 2-rail kick billiard was unbelievable. One of the best shots of the tournament.
Breakout, 4-rail position, 5 to the 6.
Yeah,
one of the outs of the tournament, really.
Yeah, that breakout was pretty. Yeah, the next shot from Wu was really nice. Pretty sweet out. Tied up at 2, similar to the first set before Philippines won the next 2 games. Oh, it looks like Team USA B on the board a couple times over there. They've got it to 3-2 in the second set.
Turning it around a bit. Tyler up to break in rack number 6.
One of the best breakers of the ball.
He's going from the middle, Ben.
He might be one of the few players in the field that has that ability. He's got epic power on his break. But I still don't like it.
Got a ball from the second row down.
Yeah, that's something we haven't seen very much.
They got a shot on the 1, too, so good match going on over there.
Yeah.
He's practicing his bridge in the stands. Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah. Certainly watching these guys play makes me want to play.
Me too.
I can't wait to get back to the table. Been going kind of full speed at it, try to hit it full. Let's see what he does this time. Same thing, just trying to hit it real hard. The 1 ball hangs, the 3 finds the hole.
This one could be tough to hit. It's so deep in the pocket.
Yeah.
It's not crazy deep, but I think the 10's blocking a lot of the long rail there.
Yeah, definitely. And where do you push? make the one with the push, with the combo, and leave them far away from the two. Would be the only option. If they were to push,
They got to figure out something, a way to swerve it in, I think.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, you hate to give it up when you got the ball over the hole, right? But yeah, it's got to take some mass save, right? From this angle, looks like you can't just level out and make it. It's a left spin.
It doesn't have to elevate that much. It was there, just the thinnest part of it. Look out for the 5.
Wow. I don't know if you count that as bad luck or just maybe lost control a little bit.
Yeah, I think the problem was you can only hit the thin side of the 1, so it was always going to go on that certain path.
And just had to gamble a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's cool. You can't fully control all the shots. Sometimes you just got to send it over there and hope something good happens. It's a tough one to reach.
Yeah, he's up on the table here and darting because he can't reach it normal style.
It's really hard to see it like this.
Good try.
What an effort. Everything but in the pocket. That hit a lot of horns.
It's a little risky to run into the 6 here, but they are on a thin angle where they're going to have to find a way to maneuver the cue ball a bit.
Yeah, I like trying to cut this ball in for sure, though. He's looking at some inside spin. That brings the 10 into play, though.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a path between the 4-7 twice or once and back towards it.
Or even just into the 6, and the ball should spread out of the way.
I'd be worried about that one, but I'm not sure what he's thinking here with the left.
I guess it helps make the ball
Yeah.
the left. Look out, 10 ball. Yeah, it was always there. Thought he was always going into the 10 there. Not sure what he saw.
Still can come with some offensive pocketing here. Top right's available for the 4. Cue ball can play over to the right.
Yeah,
5
into
in the same pocket.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, into the corner and the 5 in the same corner. And kind of a half two-way shot where if you did happen to miss the 4, 5-7 might block it. He'll be hoping to make the ball for sure.
Missed it. Blocking part of the equation came through.
Not the cleanest stroke from Jeffrey there. It looked a little quick. Not as smooth as I've seen him sometimes. But yeah, certainly second prize. Leave Chinese Taipei kicking 2 rails at this ball, I think. Try to come across the top side of it, get some separation. The bottom side of it, it's not going to work out. I think he's trying to hit the other side of the ball, Eric.
I actually liked that side. I felt like 4 could have got past the 8 a lot of the time.
Yeah, and then the 6-9-8's a big blocker, right? Let's see what they can do from the 5 to the 6.
We'll avoid the scratch here. Couldn't, so ran into the 5.
Way more angle than he wanted to leave, and the cue ball right on the rail makes this triple tough.
Yeah, Jeffrey's going to have to go up and down here. Tough pocketing angle, too, off the rail. Let's see if the 6 passes into the top right.
Yeah, hard to get perfect on the 6 here. Maybe just got to take what they can get. Make sure of the 5.
I think he might have been trying to go into it. See if the 9's lined up with the pocket.
Yeah,
I don't have a look at that.
Yeah, it might be. It's got to be close.
They're a little too far from each other. The throw's not quite there. It's tough to know on these ones, but
he's calling it.
Yeah, so it might be lined up pretty good.
Yeah, it's got to be really close to lined up, because if he had to cut it a little, he probably would try to find some safety. likes it. Running out of time, though, too. Shot clock's a factor here.
He's got it.
Oh, yeah. Sweet control of the cue ball, too.
Good judgment from Beato. Buzzer beater.
Oh, what a great shot that is. He landed perfect on the 6 ball here. I think they can roll forward, play the 7 in the side next. Looks like it. Might have been tempted by the stop shot to leave the corner, but it's always nice to play the ball in the closer pocket. Some straight in, so you can just draw it straight back, I think.
Yeah, Philippines looking to get on the hill in the second set. Looking to take a commanding lead in the overall match, possibly. I believe it's Beato to break in rack number 6.
Yeah, I think you're right. And they're going to be breaking to try to win this second set. Looking pretty steady out there.
Beato getting pumped up.
Yeah, having a little fun too. It's always good. It's definitely one thing we've really learned from the Filipino players is they just have so much fun out there. Has anybody had more fun playing pool than Alex Pagulayan?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, no. Oh, 3-3 in the second set there on Arena 1. Nice turnaround from USA B. They looked a little shell-shocked over there, but they look a little more focused now.
Looks like they might be on offense here, too.
Look at these match stats. 761. Chinese Taipei, 833 for the match. Pretty good. 866, rather.
Safety efficiency just barely on the low side, but missed balls, low overall total.
There hasn't been a ton of safety play in this match. It's been a lot of offense, a lot of run-outs. Carlos switching sides on the break. That surprises me because his first break worked so well.
Yeah.
I think he'd just stick to that.
Couple that didn't, though, so yeah. Still can't find it here. Cue ball behind the 4 for Taipei.
Touchy one if they're dealing with the 9 a little, queuing over it. I think he's okay. He might just be queuing beside it.
Has to cut the 1 a little bit, so he will be leaving the 1 to the right middle if he doesn't get it. I would expect him to.
Yeah, and you can see queuing comfortably beside the 9 there, so 9's not a problem. Touch it inside. No, he plays it with just top. Oh, he's wedged him. What a great shot. Put him in jail there.
Might be short rail with a bunch of left spin here. Might be the only kick.
Yeah, I don't think he has anything else. Carlo points it out right away. To elevate the back end of the cue is kind of a masse. Easy to overhit it and just drive right by it. Gotta get a rail after too, right?
Oh, I've seen that happen a couple times earlier in the tournament. It's not really the table's fault. Just when you're so close to the rail like that, it can tend to hop.
Yeah, and if you elevate, definitely it's going to make it hop when you elevate. Is the 3 past the 4? I don't think so. Don't think so. It'll go in the long pocket, but you hate to shoot it there. You might be dealing with the 4 shooting over top of the 4 or something.
Especially it's close to frozen as well. If it was off the rail, I don't mind it as much, but they're recognizing this and they're going to combo the 1-4 here.
I don't hate it, but there's a lot of distance between these balls.
Yeah, I think the 4 is close enough to the pocket, and just the overall value of kind of clearing that pocket out.
It's definitely worth it, yeah. Big shot. Try to tie this match up at 3. He's got Got it. Little angle on the 1.
3 rails forward is my first intuition here, but it's a little thick. I don't like getting over there. If you get off angle, these sides are real tough.
I'd rather be playing it in this bottom left corner next than the side.
Can draw 2 rails out. I mean, Kunlin is not even acknowledging what Shea's doing there. He's just kind of going to decide on his own shot.
Yeah.
I don't mind this one.
Yeah, the corner's good here. And he's landed almost perfect. Just roll this one through. Oh, what a great chance to get this to 3-3 and see what happens. As we all know, anything can happen in one rack. Wow. To the thick side of the pocket there, really.
Yeah, and lost the cue ball a little bit because of it.
It's gonna force Wu into a good shot here. You almost have to play this with middle ball or something. You want to play it with a touch of right spin the inside to help the pot. It's sending the cue ball too far away from the 5. Shot's really hard with any outside spin. You can see it wanted to shoot down table anyway, but yeah, really nice shot. One more away though.
Make sure you hit this one hard enough. All the trebles and crossing the angle, coming all the negative space below it.
It's pretty steady over the cue. Sweet speed there. Got where they needed to be. Nothing left to do. Make the balls.
USAB's come back from 3-0 down in the second set, and they've tied the match score up at 1 set each.
Wow, impressive after losing 7 games in a row.
No kidding.
Nice recovery.
Can you get straight on the 8 here and draw straight back up the right long rail?
Looks like straight in's okay. I thought they might just play a stop and then go 3 rails around on the 8. But that inside spin can be tough on new cloth. Try to avoid it lots. Yeah, but that's the shot they're going to have to play.
Can draw 2 rails back, but a little bit risky of coming into the 10 off the second rail.
Yeah, and the rails are extra bouncy, so you really got to draw it lots or it's going to go in that left side pocket. Looks like the left spin. Hard to tell how he's cueing it here. Does he get there? He does. Yeah, good shot. Very nice.
This match has been neck and neck all the way through, and it's going to come down to a hill game here in the second set.
Really great match so far.
Big connotations of how the rest of the match is going to play out.
This.
Yeah, a little hard there. Wants to be queuing through the pocket here. Might be.
Yeah, he looked a little worried there for a second. We've already seen a ball scratching that side.
Queuing just around the point of the pocket. He's got it.
And handled it. But it wasn't easy from there. Elevated like that. It's definitely missable. 3-3 in set number 2. What a match.
Shea going for the break cue. He's hit it square with power a couple times throughout the match so far.
He's been hitting good, minus that one scratch.
Check out the overall break success. It's not high, Ben.
No, definitely it's low. Really only seen one player breaking good, and it was Albert Januarta in the juniors. At one point he was at like a 75% or something. He's breaking great.
Nice.
And Joshua, obviously, I think went without saying. Filler's been breaking good, winning everything.
Yeah, only 20% for Chinese Taipei in this match and 29% for the Philippines. So low numbers there for both teams.
That's very low for this level of play. They're not used to that. they're used to the reverse of that, 80%. And even higher in some tournaments, right? Big break here. Love to get a ball down, keep them at the table.
Hit it nice and square.
Yeah, the 1 misses, but the 9 goes, and the 1 goes, and the table's wide open.
Yep, just the 4-6, but a great start here for Taipei.
Yeah, and
3's in a decent spot to open it up.
Exactly, yeah, the 3 in a pretty good spot.
Might have to come across 2 rails here, but it is possible to get into the 4.
Yeah, I'd be curious if he comes twice or if he tries to hold it. I'm not sure holding it would be the right choice.
I mean, he'll want to hold it because coming back across, it's so easy to get straight or the wrong angle. But it's just a question, can he actually hold it? He could run into the 5 if he wants.
Yeah, maybe touch it inside. I actually like that because if he puts the cue ball where the 5 is now, it's the perfect angle to get the 4 open. Reaching and dealing with the 8 a little bit. Makes the inside spin tougher. Might avoid it. Use their extension. Put a little pressure on the rest of the rack if they run into some trouble later on.
He's able to hold it.
I think just. Yeah, he was willing it to slow down, but it might have just slowed down in time. Is the billiard on the 6 available? That's what they're looking at now. Can they send the cue ball off the side of the 4 to make the 6? I think that's what they're going to play for.
Why not go into it, though?
Maybe just not quite enough angle. Not willing to power up the shot into the side pocket. I'm not sure why else they would avoid it. But I noted it. Like, for them to use their extension on the first shot, for me, was surprising.
Not perfect here for the carom. Let's see if they can hit it light enough to hold the 4. I think they might be in trouble to hold it. Can play back towards the left middle, but they want to avoid the side as well. Might be okay to hold it here for the top, bottom left.
I think just a touch of left spin. Or he looks like he's putting right spin on it, though. That throws the 6 the wrong way. And that caused it to hang up there. I thought left spin helps the 6 in a bit there.
I know what you mean.
It looked like he cued it with right. Maybe just hit it kind of more middle, but... Well, Carlo's going to use the extension here because they're one good shot away from winning this match.
Yeah, the easiest safe's going to be behind the 7.
I think he cuts it in, Eric. I think he's going to cut it in.
Could, especially if the cue ball's running into the 10. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I think he wants to stay offensive here if he can. Carlo going to take this one on. Let's see where the cue ball goes. Wow, how much the 6 is hanging in there. It's right in the jaws. Oh, the cue ball's flying.
He thought it was running into the 10. He barely missed it, but they're still on offense here.
Yeah, it didn't have to turn out like this.
Nothing to do for position. Cue ball might be playing behind the 8, but definitely weighs around that ball.
Big pressure on Jeffrey Rhoda here. If they can get this ball down, I think they're a big favorite to win this rack. Took a 2-set lead.
Part of the pocket.
Very good shot.
Had to power out of it to avoid the 8.
Very
nicely played.
Very, very high quality shot that was. Still maybe one more good shot needed. See if he comes above the 7. I think he does. Thin on the 6.
Yeah, just want to hit the point here. It's going to go around the rails, I think.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, rail first and around the world. Hit that one great. Yeah, I think a lot of times I try to thin the left side of that, catch the point a little, and end up in no man's land. Smart playing rail first.
Let's be straight on the 8.
Smooth draw here. The draw's real grippy on this new cloth, especially with the carbon shaft. Don't need to overpower it. Smooth. So smooth.
This will work. Keep on moving to the right a bit. Big swing here for the Philippines.
Yeah, 2-0 set lead in this best of fives. Commanding lead guarantees them the shootout.
Yeah, they'll be on high spirits too, knowing that they can't do any worse than a shootout in the next two sets going forward. Next set's going to be the mixed doubles. One more ball here for Rhoda.
Bear down on this one. Pockets are tight. Nothing but net.
Got it. Carlo messing around there.
They're having fun out there. I love it. Looks like, I think, yeah, the players will probably take a small break. So Eric and I will take a little timeout as well. We'll be right back, everyone. Don't go far.
Quarterfinals. Been a great match so far, Ben.
Jeffrey Rhoda and Cheska gonna break this first rack, try to close this one out. Obviously, both teams saving their top male player for the next match if we do have another set. And the quarterfinals we'll have at 5:30 tonight, Vegas time. First round of that. Semifinals and finals tomorrow to conclude the tournament.
Straight in on the one for Taipei to start here.
Yeah, this is what they needed, was maybe get out to an early lead. They haven't had a lead yet. I'm trailing the entire time. Pool is really difficult when you're always fighting from behind. Yeah, can you draw to the side rail and back over where way pointed? I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, you'd almost have to like bend, draw it, and at that point the cue ball's kind of coming back into the three.
Into the three, exactly. From here, it looks like you could go forward and miss the four. Sometimes these camera angles look a little deceiving. Maybe it's going into the four.
Couldn't have done much better there.
Yeah, really great shot. Great stroke there.
Chen might try to hit the 9 here, free up the 7 a bit.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, if Wei likes it, she would draw into the 7 off the second rail. Looks like she's going to go forward off 2 and play the 3 in the side next. Speed looks pretty good.
Got to draw it, though. Got to play a bit of speed in this.
Yeah, maybe they're on the wrong side of it a little, so short side on the 4. You don't want to try to power up the ball into these tight side pockets.
Got it down.
Yeah, good angle here on the 4 as well. Middle table looks like a good target.
5's nice and close to the 6, so they should be able to get the angle they want on the 6. It's going to be important for the play towards the 7.
Great shot from Wei there. Got him nice and close. Now he can be more precise with the angle on the 6 next.
There is room right along the left long rail to pocket the 7.
Well, and the bonus is the 8's nearby over the side pocket, so you don't have to do too much from the 7 to the 8, which means you don't have to get perfect on the 7. A kiss on the 10 might have been handy to slow it down a bit.
I wonder if she's straight enough to get through to the right side of the 9 here.
I like what he pointed at there. Just stay on the other side and then just make a shot on the 7. Looks okay. 8's in the open. Might have to miss the 10 coming across here, though. queuing over the 8 slightly. It's overcut it a hair and it sent him into the 10, but I think they're okay.
Yeah, just got it down there. Chen will want to be straight enough to follow through one rail. Looks like she is. That's had a bunch of left spin.
Yeah, brings in the miss. That feels like a big moment already in this set.
Yeah, and the pressure's gonna. Taipei's gonna start feeling the pressure here.
They just haven't been able to get their nose in front. They just trailed the whole way right from the opening break and run from Carlo. Never had a lead.
With Cheska in the box, these racks can go quickly.
Just switches hands there.
Carlo's gonna have to power up a bit here.
Yeah, Jeffrey a little further away from the ball than he'd like.
Pardon me, Jeffrey.
Rails are nice and bouncy though, so you don't have to really hammer this one. Kind of hit it medium to firm. Should bounce over there nicely.
It's hit.
He hit it sweet.
Straight in on the 10 for Centeno.
Yeah, and a little bit of a missed opportunity for Chinese Taipei to get that first all-important lead. I think Philippines feeling loose out there right now, and you don't want them to be feeling loose. They're dangerous.
Centeno to break in rack number 2.
Crowd still filing in here. Mid-afternoon. Day 9 of 10 here. USAB completed the comeback there in set 2 after trailing 3-0. So it's all tied up at a set apiece over there. With the mixed doubles underway. She's been going full power at hitting the one as square as she can. Continues with that. The one's going to find that pocket. Nothing happening on the 2.
Don't usually see the 1 going in that pocket. No replays on this table. Must have got kicked somehow.
Yeah, flew around, got kicked. She did well to mostly squat the cue ball in the middle there. Good power, good contact. He's going to go 2 rails, I think, here. Maybe behind the 8. Just missing the 3, sending the 2 safe as well.
This behind the 6.
Wow. Extra.
Pinpoint perfect.
What a shot from Jeffrey Rhoda.
Unluckily left the right long rail, but still a tough kicking situation for Taipei here.
Yeah, just missed the 3 and just missed the 10, I think. Or can you go 2 rails underneath this one, Eric?
Maybe, yeah, with a bunch of left spin.
Put some left spin, come across the top of the 2, maybe get a safe back.
Makes the ball a lot bigger. Going to the second rail here.
Yeah, 1 rail into this ball's tricky.
Shot.
Caught it right on the nose. Gonna not leave anything easy.
To be a roll up onto the 3 now.
Yeah, absolutely. She's going to take a look at the combo, though. She's uber aggressive, so
yeah,
she's always trying to find the shot first and the safety second. Jeffrey probably said, no, just roll up.
I thought about this, just taking away the risk of rolling at the ball so slowly. It's a good shot.
Yeah, bonus that. She got the 2 kind of under the 6 there, although it's a big ball for Wei to hit. And there's a chance it could kiss off the 6 and go in. But She's got 1 rail, 2 rails. Could hit it thin, could hit it thick. Might still go in either way.
Yeah, I like 2 rails here. If anything, it's going to miss with the 2 going to the short rail, but she does have a chance to make it.
Oh, she way misjudged it.
That was the risk of going 2 rails.
I think, did the spin get her there? Did she maybe add some right spin?
And a little light on the speed for me. It just opened up a bit.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you on that. I thought she'd go into it with a little more speed. Maybe just trying to play a good 2-way shot there.
Well, Philippines back in good position now.
I don't think Jeffrey got her as close to this 3 as he could.
Not with ball in hand.
And these tight side pockets, I mean, you don't want to be any further away than you need to. Oh, she's
good.
Pretty accurate. Maybe Jeffrey just knew that. Leave some angle to come around the 6 to play it in the same pocket, or just try to stay straight and shoot the 6 in the short side pocket. I like coming around it.
Pretty good angle. And with some left spin, run the cue ball forward.
Yeah, I gotta watch the slide a little bit here. Sometimes it can slip off that first rail and go into the 6 off 2, so she didn't take a chance. Left the short side. This looks pretty good. 7 will go in the long pocket. And I like what they're doing here. You don't always need to play the closest pocket to the ball. Sometimes a little further away is fine, as long as it's leading to better position.
Yeah, just keep the cue ball movement down. So there's nothing wrong with playing into the short side if you're not moving the cue ball very much into the short side.
Especially with how accurate these players are at the potting. Not missing these kind of long ones very often. Above the 9. Good
Looking
speed.
good.
Yeah, looking real good out there. They want to close this one out right now. They don't want Carlo coming to the singles match. They don't need him. Save him for later. And they will play just one more match today at 5:30 if they win this one. 2 matches tomorrow. Good stroke from Jeffrey. Wow. Perfect on this 9 ball. Still got to be a little careful here. Tight side pocket. Don't want to power this one up too much. She just plays it in the corner instead.
She will.
Yeah, I like that choice. But she's okay. He's right-handed.
Did pretty well. The cue ball was playing before the side pocket, so he's always going to have some angle coming back to the 10. He's nice and close to it.
Yeah, can reach over quite easily. Spikes it in there. 2-0 Philippines. Worrying moments here for Chinese Taipei. Might be exiting early, and I would have never guessed it. I was with you, Eric. I was picking them as one of the favorites.
Yeah, definitely in the top 5 seeds. Poland, another high seed, was in danger in the losers qualification match, but they had a win over Hong Kong 3-0, so they're into the quarterfinals.
It's already over. They already won that one. Wow.
Yeah. Vietnam had 1-0 against Indonesia. 3 games each in the second set.
Oh, big game there in the second set for both those teams.
And USA B and USA A going at it on table number 1. USA B was down 3-0 in set number 2, came back and won 4-3, so leveling the set score at 1 each. Now it's 2-0 for USA A in the third set. At the table as well.
Jeffrey Rhoda, the break rack number 3 in set number 3. Hasn't really figured out the break yet. Now would be a good time to do it. 1 ball misses. Gets kissed around all over the place. And the 8's right in the way.
Yeah, no shot for Taipei here.
It's kind of been a big factor is the rolls after the break. If you're getting a shot after the break, or if you're not getting a shot after the break, tends to be the decider in a lot of these matches.
Yeah, because the break percentage, the positive break percentage is so low. So it's definitely been. I actually have a stat for that.
It comes down
Check it out
to
here.
a little bit of luck, right? Like in that men's final that we watched with Joshua and Federer, Josh would hit the break, make a ball, and everything would get kissed all over the place, and the one or the two would end up over the side pocket. He'd be perfect. Federer would break, it would come up dry, and he would leave him a shot on the one. Or, it's just small things like that.
Yeah, first shot after the break is 47% for the Philippines and 53% for Taipei. So can't really say that the rolls really went one way or another there.
Yeah, it hasn't been as big of a factor as I thought it might be. Both right around 30% break success, too. Both teams playing quite well. There hasn't been a lot of mistakes here and just a ton of runouts.
Yeah, 2 missed shots over the course of 15 games. 2 missed shots for each team.
Each team, yeah. Well, 4 total out of 15 games is pretty sporty, I
For
think.
sure. Philippines ahead in the balls pocketed category, 90-56. They've drawn 4 fouls from Taipei, only giving up 1 foul themselves.
The push out here from Wei, but she's overrun it. They're going to be shooting this one again. Cheska going to come take a look, but they're going to hand it back because Chinese Taipei going to be jumping at this one ball, pretty sure. Jeffrey going to come take a look too. Can you see the edge? I don't think so.
Jump safe coming here from Taipei, trying to get the cue ball behind the 2-9.
I'm not sure Wei was trying to leave it behind the 10. I'm pretty sure she was just trying to leave the edge of the 1 and she overran it.
Yeah, because they would have to stun the cue ball to get the cue ball behind the 2-9, so that wasn't a guarantee.
Big shot here. Can he get this one safe somehow? If not, they're going to be in big trouble. Oh, he's hit it really great.
Exactly how he wanted, but it got all the way around them. 7-3 comes and helps him, though.
And I think the big key there was he got the 1 safe no matter what happened.
Right.
What a beautiful shot that was. Just a little discussion about whose shot it is next. I think because Cheska was at the table and handed back the push, but I still think it's their choice. I could be mistaken, but...
Yeah, there's even a bit of strategy in that. Who actually nominates to give the shot back?
Yeah.
I never thought about that one.
Yeah, that's something I would have never thought of. Well, I hit that one a little firm. I think he was just relying on some luck there. Is he going to get it? I don't think so.
Chance for Taipei here. They're down the line. It's not 100% there.
Oh, she's closing one eye and stuff. That means it's real close. Second opinion.
Throw it with some right spin, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If anything, just a touch of right spin should do the trick.
So we'll go at it plain ball.
This combination, hope the 2 stays over the hole for them.
They need this rack, and they need pretty much every rack going forward now.
Oh, I fully agree. I don't think they can let Philippines on the hill. Especially 3-0 might be too tall of a mountain.
They want to be over top of the 7, but still ways back to the 3 here.
Yeah, it does make this a little tougher. It's easy for the top spin to kind of kill when you're jacked up like this. So if she tries to play it with top and a little inside, could catch the 2 thick as well, massing into the ball.
Yeah, I don't like the inside here. I'd rather stun it out one rail. Played it good, though.
Yeah, she dealt with it nicely. Well, this is what they needed to see. Ball's in the open. Asking Wei which side of the ball she'd like to be on.
Nicely done.
Yeah, this looks good. Soft draw out near middle.
I wouldn't mess with hitting any rails here. If she does hit the left long rail, the cue ball can go behind the 8, so just float over with draw.
Yeah, no need to go forward there. It's traveling too much. Limit the amount of travel. Good shot. They're still looking very calm out there, although down 2 sets and down 2-0 in this set. They got a lot of work to do.
And nobody's really been able to get the break going. I mean, when you're down a couple games like this, you might not be so worried if you think you can throw a couple break-in runs in, but how many break-in runs have we had over the course of the 15 games? One, maybe, from Carlo in the opening game?
I think just the one, and it was 15 games ago. Yeah, otherwise Chinese Taipei might think, we still got a chance to win this set without Philippines shooting again, but I don't think that's happening.
The balls are racking fine, too. They're leaving the racks. Nothing to do with any kind of bad racks from the ref or the players even hitting them bad. It's just the one's not going to the side. Other balls haven't lined up to the pockets.
Yeah, I think we've only seen like 2 breaks that were mishit. Crossed over or the one scratch from Taipei. That's it.
Straight in on the 10 here. Good out from Taipei.
Yeah, they needed this one big time.
Yell from the crowd might have been Kun Lin.
That's what I thought. Yeah, maybe Wu is hiding back there. Yeah.
Rublin front row for the Philippines, cheering on her team.
Good sized crowd here filed in for this match. Saw Brittany Bryant on the side there as well, watching.
Yeah, Team Canada had a good effort at this World Team Championships. Lost in a shootout in the first round. Went down to USA A on the loser side.
Yeah, and kind of a close one there. I mean, they made USA work for it, for sure. Let's see, Skylar and Shane sweating it a little over there for a bit.
Moans and groans coming from over from table number 1. And it was a missed 10 ball from USA B.
Really? That's going to hurt.
To lose the set, actually.
Oh, wow.
So USA A is up 2 sets to 1 now.
And it was Sophia who missed it. Looks like it was a long one, though.
2 balls down here for Taipei. And a shot on the 2. Cue ball's running into the 6-5-9 area.
Well, this is one of the better breaks that we've seen in the match. Yeah, do they try to break that stuff out and gamble landing on the 3? I don't know. They can.
I think they have to. There's no way to free the cue ball up from that, going to that area of the table first.
Yeah, it's almost no way to avoid it. The 6-9-5 combo is not horrible, but they're on the wrong ball first. They need to be on the 5. They need the 6 on the other side of the 9.
The worst here is if they're hitting the left side of the 6 going forward. Even if they try to stun into the 5, it's just so tough to get any kind of energy back towards the 3.
I wonder if they consider a safety. This is so hard to get to the 2.
Yeah, just have to back off.
Pretty good speed, I think.
Right over top of 2 balls, too.
Oh, what a great shot that is. Super shot. Jeffrey scratching his head. How do you get out of this one?
Yeah, they have a 2-rail escape up the left long rail.
Yeah, and a half a chance to get safe if they hit it full. 10-7 big balls. Even maybe the 3-4 could come into play.
Nice try.
Wouldn't have picked him to drive by it, though. So now we'll get to see what their plan is for that 5 ball. Could they get something on the 4 to play it in the pocket where the 5 is, and maybe like off the rail, off the 5, open it up?
Not bad. Gonna back off for the moment being. Try this free foul.
Yeah, I don't hate it. You got to get that 2 somewhere good where the next safety is available. Put the 2 in the open. You can forget about the 3 foul.
Philippines tried this earlier in the match. Taipei came up and kicked the ball in and ran out.
Yeah, off 2 rails. Unbelievable shot he played.
Similar situation here where they can kick at the 2 and the 5 can go.
Yeah. Yeah, watch this ball go in. She's got a big ball down there, too, off the second rail. Favor her to hit this one.
No. Again, a little light on the speed. It just opened up a little.
And now I think they could play this combo. They don't need to go for the 3 foul. No easy safe anyway from here. I don't think they could go for it again. Looks like the 5 will find the pocket. So
Yeah, I think that's why they're taking a little extra time. It's definitely angled towards the top side of the pocket, and it is angled that way too much. They can't play it.
yeah. So what do you do with the 5 later? Do they try to find a safety from another ball? Well, I don't like it.
Wow, you ended up pretty bad on the 3 here, too.
I think that was a big mistake. I think from ball in hand, he had to get a little further down here.
The shot clock was pretty low. I think they were considering the combo for so long, he couldn't really set on the shot.
Yeah,
Still a mistake nonetheless here.
yeah, I agree. And he didn't want to use the extension yet. They used it here. Yeah, you don't want to use the extension when you have ball in hand. Not often. Usually that's going to be the easier shot that you don't have to think about too much.
Chen can draw the cue ball in line with the 6 here.
Yeah, I like that. And send the 3 underneath the 10.
Yeah. Surprised they haven't seen it yet. Shay's kind of backing off, just letting her make her own choice.
I don't know what she's looking at here. Using the
Big
4.
cue ball behind the 4 is fine too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
using the 4 maybe. Well, it's not going to get there. Give up a shot too. Jeffrey could cut this ball in or can play a pretty good safe. Referee reminds him he's on 2. Don't scratch, Jeffrey.
Mhm.
Don't scratch, don't miscue, all those things. Maybe try something simple here. So I don't think we'll see him try to cut it in because he could scratch. Oh, he froze it beautifully. What a great shot. And put the 3 over here where they can deal with the 5 maybe.
Smart shot there. And even if they kick into it, there's a chance of them opening it up somehow.
Yeah, I'm not sure the side rail here. It might be the end rail. Is there room to go between the 4, 6? Is that angle available? Looks like it's going a bit long towards the 9 to me.
Yeah, I might have to draw at this one. Stun at it. Queuing it with high though.
Just gonna hit it hard.
2
Oh, it's
rail.
2. Oh, what a great shot.
Just had a chance to get the cue ball behind the 10. Nice shot there.
Wow, that was super. That was a super shot. 9 feet away from the ball. That's where you want to leave them anytime you can. Cheska probably going to use the 6 for cover. You know she wants to just cut this ball in. You know that was the first thought.
Yeah, Jeffrey letting her go too. There's really not enough time for communication. That's the problem.
Yeah. Oh, what a great shot this is,
Very
too.
nice. Too close to jump.
Can they
Should
get,
want to go 3 rails here. I don't know if the 10's in the way or not.
yeah, can they get to the 3rd rail in time? I don't know if they can. I think you got to move it a little bit with some spin to get there. Maybe just 2 rails across the top of it. Shot clock running down. Big factor there again. She didn't get the kiss she wanted.
And the 3's nice and close to the 4, so they can pick out some breakout angles or even off the long rail with the 4 and into the 5.
Yeah, Can't really tell from here, but
How does that shot look?
I like that.
I would favor it if, and you don't have to move the cue ball at all to get the cue ball in the perfect angle for the 4.
That's why I would definitely favor it from here.
Sorry, Ben.
They don't have an extension left, do they?
Guess they did because they took it.
I thought they used it a couple shots ago. No, it was Taipei that used it. My bad.
They're definitely on the angle looking at what we were talking about.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like it because it's simple. You don't have to do anything with the cue ball here. Simple is usually effective. Well, it's just where does the 5 go after? But I think it's just going to stay there. And the 9's going to get out of the way.
Yeah, doesn't look like the cue ball's going to the left here, so we'll be able to hold the cue ball in the proper position.
Yeah, just like a stop shot, right? Good.
I'm surprised the 5 moves so much, but it's fine.
Yeah, well, 9's covered a bit of that pocket, but I think the 6 still has room. Oh yeah, there's still room there.
3/4 pocket.
Way looking down there, hoping it didn't go. They'd love to land close to straight though. You don't want to be cutting that 6 one way or the other. Oh, how about kiss it into the open? What a great shot. That's a super shot if he was playing it like that.
He might have been.
I think he was, yeah. Oh, what a chance to get them on the hill here. One good shot away, I feel.
Yeah, Philippines has played great throughout the match. We haven't mentioned their overall performance. Just a little bit worried about the 7 going, or the cue ball going in the side there, but okay.
She's laughing. She stopped dead in her tracks there for a second. Jeffrey got a little wry smile.
Yeah, they're at 830 player overall performance, and Chinese Taipei is at 817. It hasn't won a set yet.
Shows you how tough this game is at this level. So many good players. Overrun this one a little, but it's okay. That 9's nice and close to the hole. The angle's natural to come towards the 10. Jeffrey said to the short side's fine. That way she doesn't have to load it up with inside spin. Ah, she likes the inside. I like that shot too. I think it played nice.
Straight in on the 10 now for the Philippines.
One rack away from the quarterfinal. Team Philippines trying to make the comeback after losing the first match. I don't think anybody ever doubted them, really.
Yeah, of course, all these players pushing hard to play well for their country, but particularly the Philippines have a lot of pride.
Very, very proud to play for their country. I know that for sure. And I've always noted this, but the money is, you know, triple important to them. I think maybe compared to some of the other countries, they're not as wealthy. I mean, $40,000 a player is a big chunk of cash. I suppose they'll get 30 each. They have 4 players on a team, but that's a lot of money. You can buy a house there.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Not like where we are, Eric. You can't buy a house for.
Oh my goodness.
You can't pay a year's rent with $40,000.
We're in a trap for sure.
Yeah.
You ever been to the Philippines?
I haven't, but we're going this year. We're going to go December 23rd to January 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pool related, or?
Super excited. No, my girlfriend's family.
Nice.
We're going to go for Christmas, New Year's.
Very nice.
Going to bring my son.
Manila, or?
She's just outside, about a 2-hour drive north of Manila.
Okay.
3-hour drive. Okay, just get a break. Try to close this one out. Lots of power. Crossed over the 1 a bit. 1 finds the hole. Can they see the 2?
Not there, I don't think.
Not to pocket it, right? Maybe just the edge for safety.
Yeah, if they are going to go safe, they're going to hope the following angle misses the 3 to the left. I think it might.
Well, and I think the 2 kind of banks underneath the 6. The cue ball can go underneath the 5. They might be able to hide both balls here. But yeah, you're right. It might be a little thin and going towards the 3 too much. He's called something here. Did he call the 3 just in case?
He did. I guess it goes. is.
Wow, it did go.
Real sharpen in the side now, and it's going to involve some draw to get proper on the 4, but she's looking right at it, looking right at the pocket.
Can she shoot this in the side? I don't think so.
Maybe not.
I think if you're
Did call the side.
Wow. I think if she was rolling it, maybe. But to draw it, it really wants to spit out. Yeah, that was. I think she had to play it in the corner, Eric.
Yeah.
It was a tougher shot and tougher position, but I don't think the side was available from there.
Players just not convincing themselves of how tight these pockets are, and especially at speed, which you did have to play a bit of speed into that. It's so tempting, though. You're looking right at the pocket, right?
Straight in.
You know, you think you can somehow get through it, and I'm sure it was makeable, but yeah, the pockets just continue to play tighter than they seem.
Well, they half got away with it here by not leaving a shot, so one good safety needed. Could consider the bank, but I don't think so. What's he called here? He called something. I don't think he's trying to make anything, though. I think it was a call just in case. Gotta be safe. You know, I think he called a 2-railer on the 3 there.
Yeah.
Not far off. I think he's giving up a shot here.
It was 3-7 looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah, the 3 looks too thin to cut in the side. Too far. But yeah, I think you're right. I think the 7 is good here.
I haven't seen him look down the line of the combo yet, unless I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just not even considering it.
Yeah, it must be more off angle than the camera shows.
Shot. The speed's okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. They might leave a little bit of the 3, but not enough to make it the side, I don't think.
Got unlucky here to leave even any part of it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is unlucky because he, got the cue ball tracking where he wanted it. The 3 just leaked out a little bit. Yeah, he can't see enough to pot it. He's called the bank, but it's more about the cue ball behind the 9 here, I think. She's got a lot of balls to hide behind. Doesn't really want it to go in.
No, would have been a favorite there probably if it didn't go in.
Now they need another good safety. Can't cut this ball on the side, can you?
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hate to let Team Philippines kick at the ball if you don't have to, though. Looks like he's eyeing up the cut inside.
Cue ball behind the 5, I think.
Okay, he's going to overhit it a bit.
Leave a shot, a tough one. First look at the finish line for the Philippines here.
Oh, if it's Cheska, she's going to look at cutting this ball in right away.
Oh, yeah, it'll be shot within 10 seconds.
I think if it was Jeffrey, he might consider a safety right away. Cheska's always looking for the shot first.
She's got it.
It's coming out a little bit. It looked good at first, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, second prize, though. Maybe just a jump shot. Yeah.
Chin up there quickly. Giving herself lots of time to prepare for this.
Yeah. New purple air rush. Let's see. She can get over this one. She needs to draw the cue ball a bit too. Yeah, that's the problem.
No good. Underdog situation for Taipei now with the match on the line.
Yeah, they're in big trouble if he doesn't wiggle his way out of this. There's nothing easy here. He's played this shot a couple times, 2 rails across the top of it. Does he try to do that again? I mean, even if he caught the bottom of it, there's lots of ways to get safe. That's what he's going to do. He's going to hit it pretty sweet. What a shot.
He's played some great kicks in this match, but he left the window this time.
How unlucky is this?
Yeah. Hit it exactly how he wanted.
Yeah.
Only critical part is maybe overhit the speed just slightly, but
just a bit hard. If you want it to be critical,
yeah.
It's hard to be there. You know, the speed helped him with the angle to hit the 5 how he wanted.
Definitely.
Well, can Jeffrey Rhoda take advantage here and close this one out? Maybe just one good positional shot away. All the balls close together after that. He's coming for the side pocket. He's hit it perfectly.
It's all there, Ben.
Yeah, nothing much left to do. I mean, this side pocket's tight, but she's not powering up the ball this time.
Wow.
Oh, I almost spoke too soon. They're both smiling.
And one of the favorites in the tournament likely on their way out here.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that they wouldn't make the final 8, but there are so many good teams. It's hard to pick a winner. Can they stop this one to play the 9 in the side? I don't think so. It's maybe the 9 in the corner next.
Power pool as usual from Centeno.
Oh, and she's landing perfect where he can just play a stop shot here. Soft draw. This one's going to be over. Not only are they going to be out, but they're going to be out after losing in straight sets in back-to-back matches.
Hard to believe. Super high level of play overall in this World Team Championship, and the Philippines got new life now back into the quarterfinals. A couple teams have advanced to the quarterfinals. You can check out the draws at ProBilliardsSeries.com. Once all 4 teams from the losers qualification have won their matches, we'll do the redraw. And the quarterfinals will be tonight, correct, Ben?
At 5:30 local time here in Vegas, that's correct. We have another match coming up in a little less than 2 hours' time. We're going to have the juniors doing battle in the quarterfinals. Make sure you tune into that.
Hey, for Ben Francis, this is Eric Rolfson. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be with you for 2 more matches today. Talk to you soon.